you know, a lot of critics, a lot of people had that fight 50-50, man, and you clearly went in the ring and totally dominated him. Like, you know, you are the man who's retired Scott Quigg.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Welcome back to the MVP podcast. My name is B-Man. I'm here with Danny, Naeem, and we are joined by Mr. King Kong himself, Ireland's pride, Jono Carroll. Boss, how you doing?
I'm good, brother. Thank you for that amazing introduction. I like that one. You should be my ring announcer from now on. I like it.
Best, man. Nothing but the best for boxers, man. How are you doing anyway? How's quarantine? Because I know that screen has been hit quite hard.
Quarantine, it is what it is, isn't it? It's just like, yeah, I got that. Yeah, quarantine literally is just, it is what it is. I'm just enjoying my life, man. I don't really care what's going on in the outside world. I'm stuck in now, but I'm like, I'm in the sun, you know what I mean? I'm living in Spain, so I don't really care, you know? I literally just got my fight out of the way. So I got money in my pocket. I'm fucking happy, mate. I really don't care. You know what I mean? Fuck this virus.
What is it like, though? Because, you know, while I'm in quarantine, I don't do nothing else but play on the PlayStation, but obviously I'm not an athlete like you are. So what has it done to you boxing-wise?
Mate, I haven't even got a PlayStation. That's how bad it is. Shit. Or an Xbox. It's not like I'm an Xbox man either. I ain't got a PlayStation or an Xbox. That's how bad it is. But, no, man, I'm just focused on my own goals. You know what I mean? Obviously, I got a baby as well. I got a 3-year-old there. So a lot of my time is looking after her, having fun with her, playing with her and stuff. Today, I was just on bouncy castle, trampoline, like, yesterday's played the same, you know, pushing on the swings. Same thing every day. I'm just like family man type of stuff. It's not affecting me during my training either, because basically I would have had a break after that last fight in anyway, you know, that kind of way. So I've just been doing a few weights at home. I have weights at home. I have a bag in my garden. So I'm just kind of tipping away, you know what I mean? I don't really need to be going too hard. But shit, jumping around the bouncy castle, the trampoline is enough for me. I'm like, that's me. I'm done. I've no date for a fight. I'm alright. That was hard work for today.
Good. Well, John, thanks you for coming on the show. Obviously, we really appreciate that. And I must say, before I ask a few questions, what a sensational performance against Scott Quigg, man. You know, a lot of critics, a lot of people had that fight 50-50, man, and you clearly went in the ring and totally dominated him. Like, you know, you are the man who's retired Scott Quigg.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm delighted.
Obviously, looking into your career and stuff like that, I know you started in 2012 and you trained in Australia for a little while. And obviously, with you won the prize fighter, and that's what got you, you know, you defeated the odds again to win the prize fighter, taking out the likes of, you know, Foster, Buckland and Devine. You know, it seems like all your career you've been somewhat of an underdog. So how's that for you? Does that like mentally prepare you? Do you prepare harder, faster? You know, do you want to show people that you're better than what they think, or is it just an average day for you?
Yeah, do you know what? I feel like my life is like that as well. You know what I mean? It's like I've been defeating the odds my whole life. You know what I mean? There's so many things been thrown at me, and I've had to overcome. And it just is what it is. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's just I have a mad weird life, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? My life is like full of ups and downs. It's just like a roller coaster, like anyone's life, I suppose. But mine is just a little bit more out there because obviously I have to do it in front of the cameras, so it's a little bit different. You know what I mean? So my job is obviously a little bit different to everyone else's jobs. But being the underdog and all that doesn't bother me, you know, because realistically, at some stage, we all started somewhere at some stage. You know, like the biggest technology blading company or the biggest whatever it may be, you know what I mean? The biggest radio station. They all started somewhere. So for me, going in against the odds doesn't really bother me because we all have to start from somewhere. But it's not about where we start from. It's kind of about where we end up, isn't it? So that's what it's all about for me. So for me, I quite enjoy being the underdog because then there's no really pressure on me, you know, that kind of way.
Yeah. So
So
obviously, you mentioned
better.
about it's not where you start from, it's where you end. What is the end goal for you, Jono? Because I know within a short amount of time, you did challenge for the IBF title. So clearly, you are driven, you are motivated. What is it that you want to achieve from the sport of boxing?
Yeah, well, like I actually take out those prize fighter fights out of my professional record because 3 3-minute rounds is the same as an amateur bout, an amateur fight. You know what I mean? So I went into that fight, I think, with like 16 professional fights or something. So if you take the 3 fights, the 3 professional fights out of there, which was the prize fighter, that's going into a professional world title with like 13 amateur fights.
Yeah.
And I only started boxing at like 15, so I was quite old starting as my amateur career. And then I stopped boxing for 2 years because I broke my hand, went to Australia, and then I started in the professional ranks, you know. So for me, I've been I only boxed as an amateur for like 3 years. And then, yeah, like straight in, I won prize fighter in like my second year of professional boxing or something like that. You know what I mean? So then it was kind of like, it was almost like they had to pull the reins in on me because after winning Buckland and Gary Buckland and Stephen Foster and that, like they were European champions and British champions. So for me going, I was like my 6th professional fight or something after I beat them. So I had to kind of taper it down and actually pull in the reins a lot, which was annoying. You know, because I was so young, I was like, let's just keep going at this momentum. This is great. Just keep it going. Keep it lit. You know what I mean? But I just didn't have the experience, you know. So, but I like to test myself. I like to push myself to the max all the time. And I don't really care for the experience because the only way of getting experience is going and doing it, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
So for me, it was like when the opportunity came to fight Tevin Farmer, me and the team knew it was probably a little bit early in my career, but we were like, psh, fuck it, opportunities here. What's the purse like? Then we got in. That's all that mattered, really. You know what I mean? We got stuck in and we got negotiating and we were happy enough.
So Jono, you obviously are, you know, the fighting pride of Ireland, yeah. And there's another fighting pride of Ireland as well, you know, who talks a lot in a different sport.
Yeah,
he's not as big as you, John.
Nah, he's a clown. He is. He's a little mother.
Would you ever fight someone like that? Would you ever fight Conor?
Of course, yeah.
Fight?
I'd love to. I already called Conor out ages ago, slagging him and all, didn't I? Because Conor, he used to box out at Crumlin Boxing Club, which is a well-known boxing club in Ireland, you know. And the fellow I fought, Declan Gardy, to get on the prize fighter, he was good friends with Conor and used to spar him all the time. So me and Deco actually has had 2 fights. I fought him one time, beat him, and then I fought him a second time. And the first time he got disqualified because he was hitting me with headbutts and all that. And the second time I boxed him, I stopped him in like round 8 or something like that. I stopped him. But McGregor wrote my palm and all and was saying like, oh, you have too much class for him, you have this, that, and the other, just being a little schmuck. So after the fight, then I never seen this interview. After the fight, then I seen the interview. Your man saying McGregor left him an interview, a message, and he read out the message, and I was like, "Oh, cringe for your life." So then I left McGregor a message, and all, and I was like, "It just goes to show you have no clue about boxing. When I step into my sport again, I'll give you a hiding and all this bollocks." I don't know what I was saying. I don't know exactly what I was saying, but I know it was along those lines. Anyway, just basically like, mind your own business before I slap the head off you and all. I just kept him loud. So it's funny, but I'd love to fight Conor.
Yeah. How long are you in Spain for then?
I've been living in Spain for 3 years now. I like it over here. I enjoy it over here, you know. It's just a better lifestyle for myself and my family and everyone. So why not?
So no training then until everything clears out then? Is that the way it's looking?
Like I've been training and that. I have like a weight bench and all that here. I have boxing bag and all that here. So I've been just taking over myself and just staying active, you know, just so I'm not getting too fat and too lazy. Because the missus can cook. The missus is a good cook and she can bake and all, you know what I mean? So every day I'm like, bake is like some donuts today. We'll have do some bacon, whatever. Donuts or something or cookies, and she's been doing it, you know what I mean? So I've been eating loads because I'm just after a fight. I'm able to eat whatever I want, but I'm not able to, like, the shops are all bleeding shut, aren't they? So you can't be going and just getting a lot of like desserts and a lot of cakes and no one I'm out, so it's so annoying. I'm not able to eat out because that's usually what I spend my money on. Is just eating out all the time. I love eating.
What's next for you then, Jono? You know, once everything clears up and you know they resume back to normal and they start making the fights again, and the ones that were postponed from the summer, like the Joshuas and you know the Fury fights and all the other fights, Canelo and whoever, when they all start getting scheduled again, whenever they get scheduled, what's then next for you when the dust settles?
Do you know what? I'd like to be out in probably August. Please God, all this rubbish is gone and finalised, and it's kind of like at the fade now at that stage. But I'd like to fight maybe August, or August. I'd like to be out in again. I want another big enough fight. You know what I mean? I don't really want to be going back down the levels. I'm well over the point of fighting journeyman, because when I fight like just as an average person or a journeyman or anything like that, I perform brutal, you know what I mean? Because I'm not up for the fight. I'm just like, it's hard even to make the weight and all that, because it's just like, why should I be doing all this sacrificing when realistically I can walk in this on my worst day and I can beat this fella, you know what I mean? So when you have that mindset, it's a very, very dangerous mindset to be going into a fight with, you know? So I just want big names. And if I get big names, then it'll make me work hard for me money, you know what I mean? It'll make me work hard for me fight. And you'll definitely see the best performance from me as long as I got a good name in front of me.
So go on, Danny.
So obviously I wanted to ask just on the back of that, because you do fight at two different weights. You fight at super feather / junior lightweight, and you also fight at lightweight as well. Where would you rather go? I mean, in your lightweight, it seems to be the more popping division with your Devin Haney's, you know, your Lomachenkos. But you still got your decent enough people in your sort of super featherweight, your Santa Cruzes. Which sort of weight class would you be edging towards? Because I know you did say making weight can be quite difficult for yourself.
Yeah. To be honest, it's more or less wherever the opportunities come up at. I'd probably make bleeding featherweight at this stage if one of the featherweight champions wants to get on as well. You know? I don't go fuck. I really don't, mate. Making weight is sometimes the hardest part of the game, but because I know my nutrition so well, like I'm very, very clued up on my nutrition, you know what I mean? When I know, right, I need to make this certain weight, it doesn't matter what weight it is, whether it's featherweight, super feather, lightweight, I can make it really good, you know what I mean? It's just like, if I'm making lightweight, it just means I can eat more, I can feel myself more, but I'll be in just as good shape making featherweight as making lightweight, you know what I mean? Because it just means I can eat more, I can feel myself more. Some people just, they go up in the weights and they put fat on. You're looking at them, you're like, mate, why would you bother going up in weight if you're gonna still hold a little bit of fat around your belly? You know what I mean? Like it's ridiculous. Like I go up 3 or 4 weights and I could be in superb shape for every single weight. I'm actually quite heavy from my weight division, so that's why I have to be in such good shape, because I need to know my nutrition just to even make that weight, man. Even hitting that weight in the first place is hard for me, you know. So, but I think what I would genuinely like to do is I'd like to get a world title at super featherweight first before I go to lightweight, for junior lightweight, you know.
Is there any particular belt that you'd be after?
Do you know what? I always loved that IBF belt. That's why we went for that belt in the first place. I always loved that belt. And now the fact that, obviously, what's his name? Jojo Diaz has got it. It could definitely be a good fight for me. Jojo Diaz would be. But at the same time, man, I don't really care. I just want belts. Like, it really doesn't matter. As long as I hold my trousers up, mate, I couldn't care less.
Do you want to avenge that loss? You know, the Tevin Farmer loss. It was a tough fight, and you fought really well. I actually rewatched it a couple of days ago. Just to see it again. And to be honest, you were in the fight. It's not that you weren't in the fight. It was a very good fight. Would you, for example, let's say you get the world title first, would you then say, look, Tevin, you're the only loss on my record. Let's run it again if the money's right for you?
If the money is right, mate, I'll fight anybody. You know what I mean? I'm going to fight your missus right now if the fucking money is right, mate. It wouldn't bother me. You know what I mean? Like, I swear to God, like, it's just money talks in this game. And I have 4 sisters, you know what I mean? So, like, I used to get battered by them. I used to be Katie Taylor's sparring partners, like, shit. It doesn't bother me who I fight or who I spar or, well, you know what I mean? So, for me, all that matters, like, I don't even care about that loss to Tevin Farmer because it's just a learning curve. You know, every single time you're in there sparring or you're fighting or whatever, it's all just about learning and developing and being better and being the best boxer I can be. So, to be honest, I genuinely couldn't care less about that loss to Tevin. And me and him has had sparring sessions since that because I was sparring him for Diaz. And we know what it is, so it's all the one. You know what I mean? There's times where if I want to win a round against Tevin Farmer, I can win a round against Tevin Farmer. And if he wants to win the same in a round against me, he can nip the round. We both know how to win each other. It's all on like who can make that game plan work. You know what I mean? It's simple as that. And I made that game plan work for 2 rounds, and then I got a bleeding cut and panicked, and that was the inexperience. You know, so even what I was talking about earlier, if I hadn't had the prize fighter, I might have had that bit of experience with the extra 3 fights, you know, professional fights and whatnot. Who knows? But I just feel like when I got the cut against Tevin, I didn't have the experience to just keep doing what I was doing. I was winning the first 2 rounds. So I just kept doing what I was doing. But listen, it is what it is. There is no excuses for it because the outcome is the outcome. I fucking lost the fight, simple as that. But I just feel like, just like a teenager, I just got too excited and blew me top too much, you know what I mean?
It's all right. You'll be
That
back,
happened, mate. That's what happened. I just thrown too many punches too early on. That's all that happened. And I said to Diaz, when Diaz beat him, because I watched Diaz fight with Farmer, and I was like, that was my fucking game plan. That bastard robbed that game plan for me. So I'm not messing. I'll send you. I swear to God, I'll actually screenshot them now after we got off this, and I'll send you the messages. I text Davis, not Davis. What's his playing name? Jojo Diaz. I text Diaz, and I was like, mate, you know as well as I do, I gave you that game plan. Laughing face as well, laughing things. And he texts back and was like, ha ha ha. Actually, mate, yeah, you did. I watched your and Tevin's fight the morning of our fight. I knew that was what way I needed the box. So even he admitted it.
Did you ask him for a cut of his winnings then? Because you showed him the blueprint.
I fucking should have, the bastard. I wish I'd have been talking to you the day before. I would have played the baby. I would have been on the ball.
Can I ask you? You said that you started boxing at the age of 15. What was going on in your life that you decided to start so late?
So I actually started boxing earlier than that, like way earlier than that, when I was like 6 or 7 or 8 or whatever it was. I was only at the starting skill, and I got in a fight with a traveller. So I started boxing so I could fight basically. And I had a straighten out with this kid outside school. Then I beat him up then. And so from there on, I was like, I like this. This is all right, you know. So I used to go to the gym then just so I could fight, but it was only so I could defend myself and fight because I'm small, you know what I mean? So, and the area I was growing up in was a bit of a rough area, Finglas it was. So my dad just wanted to make sure that I could defend myself. So I started boxing based so I could fight. And then at 15, that's when I turned to my dad and was like, I used to go to the gym all the time and I used to hit the bags, never sparred or anything, you know, you used to just hit bags. And that was it, basically, just so I could hit the bags, basically. So if I ever need to, I could just punch the head off someone, you know, if need be. So, when I was 15, I told my dad, and I just said, listen, I'm enjoying this boxing, you know, because I was going every Wednesday with my dad. And I said, I think I want to start actually join the club and see how I get on. And it was just music to his ears. He was like, yeah, deadly, no problem. So he brought me down to Navan Boxing Club. And from there on, it was just like, they only train twice a week, sorry. So I used to train with my dad, and then I trained with them on the other 2 days a week. And but yeah, at 15 I only started boxing, and I lost my mother like about 6 months, 7 months maybe into me boxing. But she was so happy and proud of me boxing that she used to be bragging about me. My mom was a hairdresser, and my sister worked with her, and she used to be bragging about me to everyone and stuff. So anyway, when my mom passed away in a car crash. So when my mom passed away, I was meant to have a boxing match that day. And obviously I didn't go. I was only bleeding 15. I was like, I'm not going to this fucking amateur deal, you know? Like, I was like, I'm not going for that. But my sister started giving out to me and all that. And I was like, hey, you were real. Like, what's your problem? Like, and my mom's just dying and you're fucking giving out to me for not going to this crappy fight. It doesn't mean that. Like, are you for real? And she was like, no. The point I'm making is, Ma was so proud of you she was always bragging about you, about your boxing and stuff. You should have went for her. Not for you. That's just being selfish because you didn't want to go and all, blah, blah. She gave me a bit of a talk there and after that. And from there on, I was like, fuck that. I started getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, jogging and all, training like after school. I was training twice a day. And I just destroyed everyone. I went like 22 fights, no losses the year after. I won my All-Irelands and all I did the year after. So it's mad for a kid at 15 to start boxing in Ireland. To win an All-Ireland the next year is unheard of. You know what I mean? Because you have kids winning All-Irelands from 10, 11, 12 up. So, yeah, it was a big ask from me, but I knocked it down and worked my ass off. And shit, here I am today.
Have you, obviously, growing up and stuff like that with
Danny,
the boxing,
sorry,
did you have any idols on the...
Danny, just
Danny,
one second.
we've got 2 minutes left on the call, so do you mind wrapping it up, guys?
No way.
Yes, sir.
Jono,
Idols, mate.
Anything you want to say, Jono, before we go?
There's nothing I want to say, no. The only thing I'd like to say is idolize yourself, motherfuckers, because no one else is going to do all the hard work for you. You need to be your own superhero in your own superhero movie, because no one else is going to do the hard work for you. Simple as that.
I love it, man. I love it. Well, Jono, listen, thank you very much for coming on. And before we do go, what's the number one rule of Fight Club, Jono? The
number one rule of Fight Club is always talk about Fight Club.
Yes.
Oh, man. You take care, brother.
God bless. Thanks for having me, lads. Yeah.
No worries. Stay safe.
Thank you, brother. God bless.